From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina.
Today is Wednesday, is August 10th, 2016, and this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kate Daniels.
Woo! Middle of the week already.
Yes, sir.
Coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow is the next Center Street Jam. The Blake Kearney Band. And these guys have been to several of these, and they're very popular.
They're very popular.
Very talented, very popular.
Right here in Eastern North Carolina,
That's right.
they are traveling. I think their traveling has picked up a lot, but very talented, very good group, very supportive of Wayne County. So
That they are.
You come out and be supportive of them as well.
That's right. Now that's tomorrow night, and then 2 weeks after that, a rescheduled Center Street Jam.
That's right.
The Malpas Brothers.
That's right.
All right, now we're going to end the season on a bang, because you're going to love the Malpas Brothers. If you don't know who these guys are, it simply means you haven't lived here very long. Malpas Brothers are these guys and the accompanying band. They are just so talented. They're funny. They're talented. They sing well. They play well. It's just you're going to love these guys.
That's right.
And the thing is that it's bluegrass, country and bluegrass, and the two are not interchangeable. But there's country music and bluegrass music, and they are these two guys are most talented and very entertaining, and they're two of my favorite guys. I love these guys. Taylor and Chris, they just do a great job.
Yeah.
But that's on the 25th. But don't forget tomorrow night, and it's all free. You go and it's free. You just
and it
go.
is awesome entertainment. I mean, tomorrow night, come on out if you're able to. You're going to be in for quite a treat. It doesn't really matter, and that's the thing somebody said, if, well, I mean, I don't know, I kind of like this style music or whatever. Come out tomorrow night, and whatever style music you like, I could promise you're going to enjoy these guys tomorrow night.
Yeah, the Blake Kearney Band.
Yeah, high energy.
You know what? This kind of event in downtown Goldsboro, it doesn't really matter what kind of music is playing. Everybody that goes just has a good time.
Yeah.
It's just a community getting together. There's a ton of people there, and everybody is having fun. There's food, there's drink, there's a whole lot of fun. Kids love this. Kids get to go and they get to burn that energy off, and parents love that because then kids go home and they fall asleep. Yeah. But it's just a great event for the whole family.
It is.
It is. All right. Blake Kearney Band tomorrow night, Center Street Jam. On the 19th, it's Elvis and Friends. Rock and roll, baby. Thank you very much. Yeah, Elvis and Friends. This is a tribute artist, Stephen Freeman, who's been here many, many times at the Paramount Theater. Stephen Freeman. And this time, he will have tribute artists of Kenny Rogers, of the Beatles, Tina Turner, and Patsy Cline.
Wow. I hear one of those artists that you just mentioned is also going to be on the stage this Friday for the lip sync battle.
Really?
I think somebody's impersonating and lip syncing one of those people.
I didn't know that.
Just a little teaser there
Really?
for you. Wonder who it could be.
I don't know.
But you can get your tickets now still at the Paramount Theater. You can go online and get them, or you can go to the box office. But we are talking about two different events. I do want to clarify. That was a little confusing. We were talking about Elvis coming. It's the United Way fundraiser. That is coming up when?
That's the 19th.
The 19th of the month.
That's next Friday.
It's the next Friday. So this Friday, why don't you just spend the next 2 Fridays at the Paramount Theater? This Friday, come see us and a cast of other characters for a Stop the Whispers lip sync event. One of those individuals that he just named is going to make an appearance of some description on the stage this Friday night.
Oh.
But then the real deal that accompanies Elvis, she'll show up.
Oh.
I just gave that away. So out of the 4 people, it's either Patsy Cline or Tina Turner.
Or,
be on the
well,
stage
I don't
Friday.
know. You know.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Could be one of the others.
Yeah, it could be. But Stephen Freeman, back to the Elvis thing for the United Way fundraiser. He's bringing the real deals with him, and he'll have some accompaniment this
he
next
will.
go round.
And everybody loves his show, his performance. His performance is spectacular. It's just great. Even I enjoy. I'm an Elvis fan, always have been. And Stephen Freeman captures that spirit of Elvis. He does. He's an award-winning, nationally recognized as one of the best in the country.
Yes.
Okay. And also, again, I want to reiterate, I also want to say it again, that Friday night, day after tomorrow, we're going to be at the Paramount Theater, and it's going to be a tremendous event, a lot of fun. And we're going to have a lot of fun, but this is for a serious reason, for a very serious reason. And the proceeds, in fact, nothing comes out of the tickets at all. All the tickets, money for the tickets goes to the Mental Health Association of Wayne County. Every single penny. None of it is kept out for administration. None of it's kept out for fees. None of it's kept out for anything. Every single penny from ticket sales goes to Mental Health Association of Wayne County. That's why it's important that you pay your $15. In fact, I prefer you pay $20. But, you know, who's going to turn you away?
That's right.
Who's going to turn you away if you pay $20?
That's right.
Nobody. And the money is so badly needed for the Mental Health Association of Wayne County.
And the awareness of it. So if you're going, man, I'd love to go, but I'm out of town, please consider still going online. You can either make a donation or you could buy some tickets and share them with friends, family, coworkers.
Good idea.
And just, pass along some tickets. We want warm bodies in that auditorium. We want to fill out the auditorium so that we can help spread the message, so that we can have people either clapping or laughing at us, whatever it takes. But it is an important night, and it will be great to have a full house.
That's exactly right. That's this Friday night at the Paramount. 919-583-8432.
Yes, you're like Peter Pan right now.
Hi, I'm Peter Pan. I want to fly somewhere. Okay, where is Tinkerbell anyway? We'll be back after this next segment on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Ta-da! Today we welcome from Seymour Johnson Air Force Base Senior Airman Aaron Ash. Aaron, how you doing?
Doing all right, thank you.
Appreciate you coming in, talking to us. Where's home for you? Where are you from?
I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Tulsa, big city there.
It is.
And you've been in the Air Force how long now?
Just over 3.5 years.
About 3.5. What inspired you to join the Air Force of all things?
Well, I've had family that have been in the military.
Okay.
And I had friends that joined the Air Force before I did.
Yeah.
So it was a really good opportunity for me to hear their experiences and decide for myself to go ahead and join.
You sign up in Tulsa?
Yes, I did.
And you went to where right away?
Right away, you go to Lackland.
Go to Lackland.
Lackland Air Force Base,
Right.
and then you, I guess Joint Base.
Yeah.
And then from there, I went to Mississippi for 6 months at Keesler.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
That was
a good time.
yeah.
Being on the beach.
Be on the beach.
On the beach.
On the beach.
Yeah.
That's nice there.
Yeah.
Of course, I remember when they had a storm roll through there named Katrina some years ago.
I got there after the rebuild, but
Yeah.
when I went down through New Orleans, we took a trip through there, and there were still areas in the French Quarter that were still recovering.
Really beat up there, yeah. So Keesler, you were there for how long?
6 months.
And you trained there? And in what area?
Well, we call it PMEL, but it's Precision Measurement Equipment Laboratory.
Okay. And what do you do now at Seymour Johnson?
I calibrate aircraft tools and equipment.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Gee, that's pretty specific there.
It is.
You get down to the real nuts and bolts of the thing.
We sure do. I mean, we deal with tolerances, so we have accuracies for equipment, limits as far as how far out of tolerance or in tolerance they should be.
Mm-hmm. Now you're talking specifically about equipment. You're talking
Sure.
gauges. You're talking.
The easiest way to explain it would be torque wrenches, pressure gauges, but that's about the easiest thing we're going to do. Anything from that to electronic systems. I do
Hydraulics?
Hydraulics for sure.
Really?
We do a lot of safety, so I do a lot of gas detection.
Okay.
Just about all of the gas detectors on base I've worked with.
Okay.
So I've gotten to touch a lot of safety. So that's pretty cool, I think.
How many in your unit?
We have about, I would probably say, around 40 of us working in the lab.
All doing this in the laboratory?
Yes.
Wow. So any deployments as yet?
I haven't been, no.
Okay.
We don't deploy a whole lot from my job.
Okay.
You're pretty lucky if you get to go.
You're lucky if you
Yeah.
get to you be deployed somewhere. Yeah. So you're pretty much in the laboratory most of the time here on base. Now, what about other training outside? When you're not in the laboratory, you still train in other areas?
Not really. Anything else we do would be just for fun. I may have a chance to go out with some of the SEER instructors. We might go and they might teach me a thing or two about eating bugs and some grass. But
oh, whoopee!
I'll be lucky to get that too.
Yeah.
Other than that, there's not a whole lot that you have to really try in my career field to kind of branch out. I run the snack bar and stuff like that, so that takes up a little bit of my time.
Okay.
Vehicles program, but outside of work, I really like shooting. So I'm the Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. Well, I guess it's not affiliated with the base, but the shooting club that we have on base.
Right.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
We go out there and we have a group of people. We'll just go out and have a good time.
Oh, that's great.
Teach some safety to anyone who hasn't been before. We all have basic firearms training over at Lackland, but
yeah, that's required.
Yeah, and so that's something that some people haven't ever touched a gun before, and so they're kind of skeptic about safety and all that.
Understandably.
So we'll get them out there and we'll say, hey, this is how to safely use a firearm and have a good time with it.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's great. So that's what you do in your spare time when you're not at work.
Sometimes it gets kind of expensive.
It does.
Shooting all the time, man.
Well, ammunition's getting expensive.
It is.
Very much so.
I spend a lot of time at the YMCA.
Do you?
Swimming there. It's really cheap. It's only $1 for military personnel, and they're really helpful for getting us in the pool and letting us know when we can go and when's a good time. So
we had someone in from the Family Y just a few minutes ago.
Oh, really?
Just before you got here. Yeah, they come on a regular basis. And so how long you been going to the Y?
Probably since about 6 months since I got here. So a good 2.5, 3 years I've been going swimming there.
Yeah.
It only costs $1 a day. So
$1 for anyone from Seymour Johnson or in military for that matter.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's $1 a day. That's great. That's great. So you take advantage of that.
Oh, sure.
Okay, so swimming and shooting and what else? Anything else? That keeps you pretty busy, I imagine.
Well, when football season comes around, I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Are you really? Being from Oklahoma?
Okay. You can either choose. You got the Chiefs.
Yeah.
You got the Texans. You got the Cowboys.
Okay.
So I chose Cowboys, and I've been sticking with them for quite a while
So
now.
what kind of season you expect from the Cowboys?
Well, I'm a little worried right now. We've got some controversy in the media going on, but we'll get it together.
Well, that's the media for you, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they do is stir up trouble.
Sure do.
But well, I hope you have a good season with the Cowboys, and I hope everybody's out of jail by then.
Yeah, me too. I hope we stay that way.
No, but that's an individual thing, though. That's not a reflection on the team.
Yeah, that's true.
That's an individual thing. But anyway, so what are your plans for the future with the Air Force? You gonna do 20? You gonna?
Well, I thought about that, and my date of separation is in April of next year. Mm-hmm. What I plan on doing is I'm going to go back to school full time, get my degree. I want to do a chemistry degree with microbiology.
Wow.
So that's one of the things people have always asked me. They said, "Hey, why don't you do military and school in conjunction with it?" Mm-hmm. And my response to that is, I can't predict my hours. I can't predict, if I'll be on 12-hour shifts or the long ones. So, so for me to commit to degrees like chemistry and microbiology, that's I'd rather be able to focus on that full time. Mm-hmm. Once that's done, I really like the military. Now, so I might come back in.
But microbiology, that necessarily doesn't fall in conjunction with what you're doing now, does it?
Oh, not at all. No.
So why microbiology?
I've always been interested with everything at a smaller level. So I think that's one of the things that actually would tie into my job, is looking at things on a really at a certain depth. I'll deal in micro inches, with tolerances of equipment.
Right.
So
we're talking about cell structure and cellular makeup and all that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
But eventually, once I get that degree, I'm planning on coming back in. Either as a commissioned or, the Army's got warrant officer programs. But I love the military.
Yeah.
I think one of the best things that I can say about my time in the military is that I've never before worked with such a motivated and intelligent group of people. Specifically from my career field, I'm lucky to deal with the people. They make the job what it is. They make it worth coming to work.
So all of this, all these people you work with, they motivate you
They
to do better.
And, if I have a bad day, we all miss our families and friends from back home, and especially us younger guys, we're still getting acclimated to the military life. And every time I've ever been down or I've had a bad day, recently I had a family member pass away, and for me that was a really rough time.
Yeah.
But I cannot tell you how many people stood behind me and made sure that they knew that they were there for me.
Yeah.
I knew they were there for me.
So I guess you would recommend the military.
Definitely. I keep
Specifically
telling
the Air Force.
Specifically the Air Force, yes. I'm a little biased.
Well, I understand.
I think that I've told my brother and sister, hey, if at any point you'd like to join, I've got some recommendations. Just pick the job that you think you'll be best at, and it's been an experience that I wouldn't trade. It's had its ups and downs for me, but I wouldn't trade the experience at all.
What did you put on your dream sheet? Where'd you want to go?
Well, when I came in, I didn't really understand where to go. So I put down just a bunch of stuff on the East and West Coast, and I got East Coast. So because I've been from the Midwest, so my whole life I traveled up and down the Midwest, and I wanted to see the coast. So it got me here.
It got you here. That's great. Senior Airman Aaron Ash. Aaron, I thank you so much for being with us today, and good luck to you. Good luck to the Cowboys. All right. We're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for being with us. This show airs every morning, Monday through Friday at 7 o'clock. The only difference between each day of the week is we use different words each day. Anyway, there you go. And there you go. So there. You go.
Don't want to miss it.
Don't want to miss that. That's right. Come again. Thank you very much. Buy American, stay in school. Okay.
What's special about today?
What's special about today? Okay, today is the 10th. Today is Paul Bunyan Day. Hi, I'm Paul Bunyan. You see that tree over there? Chop, 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 chop. No, you don't. What was Paul Bunyan's blue ox's name? He had a blue ox. Paul Bunyan's
Mr. Blue.
No, not Mr. Blue. I'm Mr. Blue. Ooh. That's an old song. Anyway, the Paul Bunyan's blue ox name was Babe.
Babe.
Hey, Babe.
Hey, Babe.
Then they made a movie about the blue ox named Babe, and then they changed it to a pig. Anyway, Paul Bunyan, Skyscraper Appreciation Day.
We appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Skyscraper.
Thank you. Random.
That was good.
Yeah.
Today is also Smithsonian Day.
Yeah.
Smithsonian. The Smithsonian is in Washington, D.C., of
Yes.
course, and it's the world's, it's our largest museum. And it was named for a fellow by the name of Smithson, who donated money to build the museum in Washington, D.C., so that all of America's artifacts could be collected and placed in the Smithsonian Museum. But did you know that Smithson had never been here before? He was a Brit. He was
Really?
an Englister, yes. He had never been to the U.S., but he donated money to build a museum.
And it is absolutely unbelievable.
Yes.
It is.
Today's S'mores Day.
Ooh, I knew I liked this
Yeah,
day.
this is a good day. S'mores Day. S'mores. Okay, and are you a fan of Duran Duran?
Sure.
Okay, today's the day that you appreciate Duran Duran Day. Okay, it is Duran Duran Appreciation Day. Thank you very much. All right, here's today's trivia question for today. Most people know the red-headed stranger, Willie Nelson, bandana and all. Most often encircled by a ring of fog around his head, but that's another story. Smoke. Anyway, the question, the category is Willie Nelson. I'm a fan. Willie Nelson. As a child, Willie Nelson worked on a farm picking cotton. When he got a little older, he found a job as a door-to-door salesman. This is true. What did Willie Nelson sell door-to-door for a while? All right?
That's a good one.
That's the question. And we'll have the answer for you in the next segment. All right, so hang in there. All right. So one more thing, very quickly. Arts Council of Wayne County We haven't had that. We haven't had Beak Week, have we?
No, it's coming up.
When is that coming up?
Well, they're going to have the kickoff scavenger hunt on the 31st
That's
of
right.
this month.
That's right.
I know the fine folks over at the Arts Council are saying if you want to be a vendor and be a part of this great festival, to please contact the Arts Council for more information and get signed up.
That's right. Very good. Okay. Whoops. I am not Peter Pan.
No, you can do that.
No, I
I'm
can't
sorry.
do it. No, that's
I'm
okay. No,
sorry.
that's okay. That's all right. I don't care where Tinkerbell is. So there you go. All right.
Sorry.
No. It's okay.
I love Peter Pan.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Yeah, sure. And
Sure.
that now you're looking for trivia material. That story by Mr. Barry is full of trivia material. What was it, J.M. Barry? Was it? One of those Barry brothers wrote the book and was not in the movie. No, Mr. Barry was not in the movie.
Barry is that?
No. We have from the senior center, Peggy M. Seeger Senior Center. They offer blood pressure checks twice a month, and the next one will be on the 16th of August by Gentiva. We'll be offering blood pressure checks for seniors, free blood pressure checks on the first and third Tuesday of each month between noon and 1 o'clock. The first and third Tuesday, same as Commissioner's Day.
Right.
All right. 12 to 1, 3HC on the, usually 3HC is the first Tuesday, and usually Gentiva is the third Tuesday to give blood pressure checks. It's free to seniors. All right. And there you go.
There you go.
There you go. All right, we're going to take a break with our next segment. We'll be back on Wayne Goldsboro Television.
Today we have Wayne County animal advocates with us. Here's Duffy Fleming. Hi, Duffy. It's good to see you again.
Good morning, Wayne. How
Good
are
morning.
you?
I'm doing great because I'm in good company here. Would you introduce our friends?
I certainly would. Who wouldn't want to be in company of all these beautiful women?
I know. Okay.
Talking about the dogs.
Oh, yeah, them too. Yes, of
Okay, all
course.
right.
Of course,
well,
I knew that.
Well, we have Luzelli over here
Hi, Luzelli.
with Little Ma.
Little Ma.
And Caroline Saylor. She's one of our youngest animal volunteers
Hi,
and
Caroline.
advocates.
Hi.
And we have Kimmy over here
Hi, Kimmy.
with
Hi.
Jules.
This is Jules.
Jules? Jules? Jules is looking at somebody walking down the steps, aren't you? Jules is comfortable now.
Yes, she is.
Yes. Jules is a little shy.
She's a little
Yeah.
shy.
Until she gets used to you.
Yeah, exactly. Once she starts getting used to you, then she starts warming up.
Duffy, this time of year we have had a lot of heat.
Oh, we have. Thank
Weather.
goodness we're not in Phoenix.
I know, yeah, it's really bad out there. But here in Wayne County, we've had our turn with the heat. But now, what happens when the heat goes up like this? What do you do with your pets?
Well, it's very important, Wayne, to take care of your animals just like you would your children or yourself in the heat. We recommend, the National Humane Society, everyone recommends that you keep your pet in ample shade, give them plenty of water. Never, ever, ever leave them in a parked car, even with the windows cracked, even with the air conditioning running. Don't ever leave your pet in a car. You wouldn't leave your child in a hot car, so certainly do not leave an animal in a hot car.
So that would call for a little pre-planning. If you know you're going to go somewhere, and if you know you're going to get out of your vehicle, don't have your pet with you.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's just a little common sense goes a long way and can save a life.
Exactly. Of course, now I would have to think that if there's someone with you, you could leave the pet in the car with the person. But do not leave the pet in the car by itself. Just
No,
common sense.
It's very dangerous. You know, it along with even with the humidity can affect an animal in the heat, just like it affects us. So yes, a little common sense goes a long way in pet safety.
Okay, now let's get back to your pet at home. Shade, You got to have shade.
Even we have a really great cheat sheet here from the National Humane Society. It says, don't rely on a fan. A fan is not sufficient. Ample shade and water, even a tarp, provides good. If they have to be outside, a tarp.
A tarp to cover.
A tarp to provide the shade.
Right.
Airflow can move through. That's helpful. Trees. I mean, trees are wonderful shade. You get airflow. I mean, it's nice under here today
It
so
is.
far.
It
so,
is.
Yes.
So make sure you have plenty of shade. Most importantly is having enough water.
Absolutely.
have
Absolutely
water.
water. Animals need to stay hydrated just like humans do.
And then I would have to think if I was lying outside under a tree somewhere and trying to stay cool, I would want a lot of water. Make sure your pet has a lot of water, because in this kind of weather, they need a lot of water to hydrate. Because once your dog starts to dehydrate, he's headed for trouble.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. So if someone knows of someone perhaps who may not be treating their pet as well as they should, what should they do?
They can contact animal control, and an animal control officer can go out and I've called animal control before with a concern about a dog being out in the heat, and they responded quickly and went out and checked on the dog and the owner, and even followed up with them. So animal control will absolutely respond to an animal in need.
It just simply takes common sense, and it takes being a responsible pet owner. And unfortunately, sometimes people are not always thinking as they should.
No, they're not. But I do know what people do a lot of, and they go on Facebook. So we have all of these tips we shared from the Humane Society on our Facebook page, the Wayne County Animal Advocates. If you want some helpful reminders, they're right there, right at your fingertips.
Excellent. Facebook, Wayne County Animal Advocates. Duffy Fleming and friends, and we appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Today, Sergeant Paige Learnard, coordinator for Crime Stoppers, joins us here in the studio. How are you?
I'm great.
Good to
Other
see
than
you.
the heat.
Well, it's a little hot out there,
It's a little
and
tough.
you guys are in training. You're running. And
I can't say I'm doing a running this time, but I
Okay.
am getting to watch and take some pictures of them do some training. And they are out in this heat, and they are fully geared up, and they are doing some very treacherous training. And so, you know, bless them today.
Well, we support our local law enforcement, our Goldsboro Police Department, and all the other law enforcement agencies around, and we want to let you know that we do appreciate what
Thank
you
you.
do.
We have seen some clips on the show, and we appreciate it very
good.
much. Yes.
Very good. All right, now let's get to the Crime Stoppers Crime of the Week. What's
Yes.
going on?
Well, you know, unfortunately, I don't know how many times you and I have had this conversation, it seems, over the years, but we have a 19-year-old by the name of Tia Maddox that was shot on July 22nd. Basically what happened was she was transported to the hospital in her own vehicle, and as what has happened so many times before, she was left at the hospital, and we were kind of left to pick the pieces up of the puzzle and put it together. But it appears on the 22nd that she was shot somewhere around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, possibly in 800 block of Olivia Lane in the Lincoln Homes area. That was a hot day. There was a lot of people outside, and we know we've got witnesses. And so
We've got witnesses.
Pleading to the public for people to make a decision and decide it's time, that we've had enough, and step up. And if you see something, say something. It's time for the public to start standing up and giving some information, helping us solve these people, you know, these crimes.
Isn't this one reason that we observe National Night Out?
Absolutely, and we've got National Night coming up, and this is absolutely one of the reasons why. And I think that the public is tired of it. We're out there working. We're working as hard as we can, but you know, so many times we get stumbling blocks of people not wanting to talk.
National Night Out is August 2nd. It
That's
takes
right.
place at Herman Park, I
Herman
believe.
Park, 6 o'clock. We hope to see everybody there, so be there.
Be there. But now, this young lady, this Ms. Maddox, 19 years of age, died at the
19.
hospital.
That's right.
And we have witnesses for this because it was a hot day. What time of the day was this?
This is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Gee whiz,
And,
middle of the day.
You know, you're talking the area of Olivia Lane, Hughes Street area, right there in Lincoln Homes, right off of Slocum Street. A lot of people are familiar with this area. People all over the place. So we know we've got witnesses out there. We know we've got more witnesses. We're steadily working as hard as we can, but we want people to come forward. They, you know, as often happens, they think that we have every piece to the puzzle, and you know, there's so many people out there that have the pieces that we don't have, that we want and we need, and would like to bring this person to justice and persons to justice in this case.
All right. And the number to call is 919-735-2255. The number to text is 919-222-4230.
That's right.
And if you have any information, and somebody does,
Yeah.
wouldn't you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
With witnesses,
That's right.
if you have information, call or text those numbers. Your identity is completely unknown and will remain so, right?
That's correct.
And also remember, August 2nd is the day to be at Herman Park beginning at 6 p.m. We're tired of this stuff.
Yeah.
Tired of this stuff. So let's show the bad guys that we mean business here. And in fact, this is certainly a capital crime, and you would be entitled, if you provide information that leads to an arrest, you would be
This
entitled.
is, you know, the Crime Stopper board members work tirelessly to raise money for every case in Wayne County, but you know, obviously homicides are a very serious matter, and every member on that Crime Stopper board works hard to raise the money to give away in a reward system, and we have the money, and you know, I know there's a lot of people out there that could use the cash.
Oh, yes.
And so, you know, yes, it is the right thing to come forward, but it certainly helps if we can give you a financial reward for helping law enforcement.
Yes, indeed. And one more point before we go, and that is that the reward money used in Crime Stoppers is donated money.
Completely donated from, you know, citizens of Wayne County and
That's right.
businesses of Wayne County. So this is not the taxpayers' money. This is a nonprofit organization. So that's
right.
correct.
So there's no tax money involved here. It's all by donation.
That's correct.
Sergeant Paige Learnard of Crime Stoppers, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having us.
All right. We're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for being with us. What?
What? Thank you for sticking with us.
Thank you for really
Thank you.
for sticking with us. Okay. Again, the Special Olympics, Wayne County, the golf tournament coming up on the 18th. It's a 4-man Super Bowl format. And if you want information about this, you can go to the GoldsboroParksandRec.com website, GoldsboroParksandRec.com. 4-man Super Bowl. This will be taking place at Goldsboro Municipal Golf Course on the 18th of August.
Coming up. Another great event spearheaded by the Goldsboro Parks and Rec. So
Yes.
please support Special Olympics Wayne County if you are able.
If you're able. That's exactly right. All right, here's the answer to today's trivia question. When Willie Nelson was a young man, he picked cotton in the cotton fields way back when? Way back home. Back when those cotton balls got rotten. You can't pick very much cotton in them old cotton fields back home. Did I? I think I just burst into song, didn't I?
You did. I liked
I better
it.
cut that out. Anyway,
I like it.
Anyway, then as he became a young adult, he actually sold something door to door. What did he sell? He sold encyclopedias. Can you imagine that?
Isn't that wild?
On the road again. Selling encyclopedias on the road again. Enough of that garbage. We got to go because I'm really embarrassing myself here. So,
Stop it.
well, I went from Peter Pan to Willie Nelson, right?
I think that was a pretty successful day, my friend.
Oh, whatever you say, my friend, it works for me. Okay, so we'll try to have another tomorrow,
How about that?
another successful day. So until tomorrow, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kate Daniels.
This is Wayne Goldsboro Television.